What if I'm telling you that by the end when we finish this video, you'll have a whole collection of compelling ads that you could take advantage of, get inspired and use for your business? This is exactly what I am going to do in this video. I'm gonna show you the best ads that I took from the ads manager, and also I was getting throughout September on my stories, on my feed, and I put them together in this video. So the first ad here that we could see is a simple image. Now what this tells us is that images are still performing. Now to clarify here, in order for an image to work, you better make sure that your offer is strong and it doesn't need a lot of explanation. Because if your offer is confusing, even a simple video might not perform quite well. So in this case, because it just rings and because I assume that the design is very compelling to that ideal audience, then it might convert quite well. So at the end of the day, it boils down to having a compelling offer, because the offer has the biggest impact onto your advertising results. Now moving to the second ad, and this is again an image. It is what I call a bullet point creative. Here we have the product itself, which is centered, and it is like the hero of this image, and then we have different features pointing to different sections of the product. What catches my attention is the headline, which says "Say goodbye to tired eyes." This headline says in a matter of seconds how this product could help the customers, how they could help to get away of the pain that they are facing right now. So it is very, very benefit driven. In the headline, they are not talking about what the product does. Instead, they are talking about how it could benefit them. Pretty much it answers what is in it for the customers, this particular question. So a benefit driven ad is something that I would highly recommend using it. It's kind of like my go-to as well if, let's say, I start working with a new client, because at the end of the day, it just speaks to the customer's needs, and this is exactly what we want to articulate through our ads. The third ad, now, why did I choose this ad to show you? And there are a couple of reasons here. The most important aspect of this creative is throughout this ad, they are creating an identity. I've talked a lot about identities already on my channel, but with an identity, you are resonating a lot more with the audience that you want to reach. So we could see here things like, first of all, as a hook, they are saying the 365 trouser, which in our mind, we believe that, this products they last a long period of time, and this handles one of the concerns that the customers have. Then we have what kind of occasions we could use for, which I kind of boil down to the use case. Then we have a little bit of features which increases the perceived value of a product, so it makes the product look more expensive by listing out these features. And on top of it, why this creates like an identity is because they kind of portray a person who is athletic, who is going to the gym, who has some kind of passion to the sport. So the last text overlay that we see here, "Become a tailored athlete," it simply doubles down to that customer that we want to create, to the kind of identity that we are portraying in this particular ad. Now, this is the next ad. So here again, what we could see is that they are explaining the activities or what is going on in the life of an ideal customer. So in this video, this person says that I have 3 kids. Now, subconsciously, this makes that viewer, that potential customer, think that this is for busy moms. So if I am a busy mom, then this product will make sense a lot to me as a customer, and most likely I am going to buy from this brand particularly and not from other ones. So let's keep playing and let's watch this video till the end. It just talks about that the product is quite easy to use. Here again, she says that she lives in California, which is kind of like hot year round now. So what we're trying to do is they are articulating that this product is lightweight and it can be used even in hot weather. So they are solving and some kind of concerns. They are handling also some objections besides just creating an identity, which is very, very powerful. So again, here we have an image, get some compliments, just speaks directly to that emotional needs, emotional desires, why they would want some kind of clothing, because they want to get compliments from their peers, from their friends. So it's very, very benefit driven. It's short, sweet, exactly how we want to create. We have a next ad from Under Armour, which is a brand that I literally enjoy it and love it. Maybe in the future I will create just a video designed for Under Armour, like their marketing strategy that they're using, because I simply love this brand and I have a lot of clothing from Under Armour. So back to this ad, we could see here that they are saying, I want her to feel confident and ready to attack her next run. You see how emotional driven is. They're not just talking about, hey, here's the product, here's what you will get. They're talking about the feelings, what desired situation their customers have, and they're articulating that desired situation in these creatives. I have actually noticed more and more at creatives that they talk more about the emotional needs, about the emotional desires, maybe because people actually started recognizing and understanding that this is what moves the needle and it's not about the account structure anymore. So next we have this creative from probably Lumen, if I'm not wrong. So let's watch this from the beginning.
All it takes for us to notice. We prefer a guy who knows how to take care of themselves.
Alright, the beginning is simply mind-blowing. I mean, this type of hook is going to catch any man's attention, I could tell you. This creative, first of all, it makes it very organic. It doesn't look like an ad just by using this kind of comment box. So what we say is, bro, just go to the gym. Alright.
Guys, you seriously can't think this is all it takes for us to know.
You see, all men, they kind of have the same standard needs, and one of them is, you know, to get attention from the opposite gender, and that's what they want to articulate through this product. Now, Lumen is a skincare brand designed for men, so they're not selling a skincare routine or skincare products. They are selling you better looks so you could go and attract more women. That's what they are selling. And that's something that you also want to ask yourself, what you are actually selling. It's not about the product, it's about with the end goal of your customer. So let's keep watching this video.
We prefer a guy who knows how to take care of.
We prefer a guy who knows how to take care of themselves. You see, just by adding these tags, if a man sees something like this, and if they were not aware that they need to take care of themselves, now once a girl said to them, now they're more likely to go and kind of take care of themselves and take action and do something with their skin.
Themselves way before a dude who always skips out on leg day. That's why you gotta get on Lumen. It's a skincare brand.
Alright, now we go into the call to action,
Specifically for men.
what this brand is about with.
And they will send you 3 free products designed to smooth.
Besides with having a catchy ad hook and a very good ad message, a very good way to articulate what is this brand about, they also have a very compelling offer, like getting free products, getting the first box absolutely for free is literally one of the best and the most compelling offers. Now, I'm not saying that you need to do that. They most likely could afford losing money in the front end, but then afterwards they have subscriptions, of course, so they're making all the money in the back end. If you cannot afford that, I'm not saying that you need to do that, but just from this standpoint, this offer is very, very compelling.
It is so simple. It will completely transform your skin. Didn't miss at all. So hop on over to the Lumen website.
And finishing with a call to action. This is simply an amazing ad. So let's move over to the next ad. Now, I purposely took this ad to show to the brands who are selling luxury products, high-end products, that if you want to sell like products that cost thousands of dollars, you better make sure that your visuals say that. Now, just looking from the first impression at this ad, you assumed that this product, this boat is actually expensive. It's not the cheap one. Just by the feeling, just by how this video is created, and it's just how we perceive, right? You perceived how this product looks and how much it could cost. And yes, that's right, this is a pretty expensive boat, and that's exactly how you want to articulate your products as well before they even go to your website to see the prices. If someone could perceive that, they could sense it that your products are expensive before they go to your website, the moment when they land it, that price resistance is not going to be that huge. They will say in their mind, I forecasted that the prices are going to be much more expensive, but because I already kind of felt that it's going to be like that, I'm more likely to buy. It's all about the perception, how they perceive your brand and your products. One thing that you could really look at and pay attention is your visuals, right? Having high quality videography and photography, this is a no-brainer. You really want to invest in all the photography and videography because the visual side is so crucial when you're selling high-end products. You don't want to be cheap on recording your products with an iPhone because people could sense it and it's just not congruent with the price points that you put out there. So this is the next ad. Again, it's an image. The headline catch my attention: 52 places, one outfit. This is the perfect travel wardrobe. Why this ad is so powerful? There are a couple of reasons for that. One is that it again speaks to a particular audience who is traveling a lot, and secondly is solving a problem for the travelers, and specifically that you need to have a lot of clothing with you. Instead, you could look at their offer, purchase from them, and you get one outfit, and this outfit is going to be extremely versatile to use for different places. So they hit two very important things from the marketing fundamentals. One is talking to one particular niche because riches are in the niches, and secondly is they are solving a particular problem. And this is a proof to you that even if you're selling clothing, lifestyle products, you could still solve a particular problem, because I've noticed and I've heard a lot that business owners who are selling clothing, some kind of fashion products, they believe that they do not solve any problems. In fact, you could find problems, you could see right here. Now, next ad, here we have from On It. Alright, it is a pretty short video, it has just like 16 seconds, but why this is so good is, first of all, you see here the first headline, the #1 nutrition hack for busy people. Now, I do not want to repeat myself so much, but as you can see, they are again creating an identity because selling nutrition is a pretty saturated market. We have many brands who are selling supplements, but just by creating an identity, talking to busy people, this again resonates with them. They're more likely to buy from this brand. I've talked a lot about this, so hopefully you got this idea and now you could create an identity for your brand as well if you are in a saturated market. Now, afterwards we go into the free benefits that they could get out of using these products. And free is a very powerful number because usually people think in threes. Like thinking about the traffic lights, we have red, yellow, green, and think about all the movies. Let's say Aladdin. If you've watched Aladdin, there you will see again, like if you remember about the desires he could ask, he had 3 desires. The number 3 itself has something from the history. I don't know exactly why, but what I do know is that people all the time think about in threes. So if you are thinking about to create some kind of benefit driven ad creatives, to talk about some kind of steps, let's say, you could use the number 3 and that is going to work quite well. So then we have a next ad. So again, we have an ad that looks quite organic to the platform, especially that this is a TikTok ad. So they are using this comment bubble, which here what they're doing, they took a comment from a person from their previous creatives, and now I assume that they're going to answer it.
This is a presidium diamond tester. This is a diamond ring from Cartier.
All right.
This is a lab-grown diamond from Vermont. Check it out.
All right, so to explain just real quickly what they're doing, they are handling this objection, which is if they are fake diamonds or not. So by using the diamond tester. Now, using visuals, this is the best way to handle the customers' objections, and this is a creative that I call objection handling ad. You take one concern, one question, one objection, and you are showing visually, where sometimes you could use also some text, but visually is much better in your ad creatives. Now, this is the next ad. It is quite a short ad, like it has 2 to 3 seconds, but why this is so powerful? Here's why. It has that feeling that, again, this brand is not very cheap, okay? It creates a perception that they are selling more expensive products, more high-end products, because they have these close-ups, they have these visuals that kind of satisfies you as well. So if you are, again, selling high-end products, you want to make sure that you have close-ups and very high quality visuals that portray the true value of your products. Because as we human beings, we are very visual kind of driven. We usually judge a book by its cover just before we go to the website. So it is very crucial to invest on this part a lot. You don't want to be cheap on creating the visuals, especially if you're selling high-end products. Now, this is the next ad.
Older, my hair thinning more than it is now, getting wrinkles, and just my whole body becoming brittle just freaks me out.
Now, before we keep watching this video, so far, you notice that this person is explaining who is she, like what kind of identity she has and what kind of problems they're facing. So she's agitating the problems. Now, as a consumer who looks like this person and who has similar problems, I am more engaged to watch this video until the end and see what is this video about.
But there's a secret that I found out where we can slow down the process by a lot.
Alright, hypothetically, if I have that problem, now I'd be more interested to see what is this about again.
Consuming collagen. You start losing collagen as early as your 20s.
At this part, we're trying to talk to an unaware market. I have a video where I talk about with the 5 stages of market awareness. So if you want to know a little bit more about what are those 5 stages of market awareness, make sure to watch this video after, of course, finishing this one. But essentially talking to an unaware market, here you wanna put some statistics, some numbers. In this case, we're using data from Google because Google is a very trusted platform and people really believe that. And we're kind of trying to educate that customer of the importance of using this particular element.
At a rate of about 1% each year. As soon as I read this, your girl went to go buy it ASAP. I tried a few collagens, but it didn't seem like they were working. Until I found this one by Avi. This one contains all the
Now it's the time to introduce the solution, which in this case is this product.
nutrients and vitamins that your body needs to actually absorb the collagen. Which
We're adding a little bit of information of why this brand, why this product is much better than the other brands out there. So they made their audience aware of the solution. They are telling them why this solution is going to make the most sense for them when using other products. Because imagine, let's say that now I know my problem, I know the solution, but guess what? If they don't tell me why I should choose them, I might go to Google and make some research and find some other products that are cheaper. This is what usually people do. So you want to make sure also to articulate the value of your product and how your products are going to be different from all the products out there in the marketplace.
every other collagen brand doesn't even include in their ingredients, so no wonder they weren't working for me. I've literally noticed.
By the end of this video, we're displaying the end goal, like how this person is looking, what kind of outcomes she's got after using this product.
I was growing crazy fast. Just within 2 weeks of using it. I'm so glad I found Audi, and now I'm a lot less scared of getting older.
Alright, so by then she's finishing exactly with the first problem that she kind of started this video, and she's saying that emotionally she feels less scared of that. So again, it talks to that emotional desires, and that is exactly kind of the last point that is going to persuade that consumer to go ahead and purchase. Now the next creative is a slideshow. I've noticed that actually slideshows, they have not been used that much like recently, but however they can still work. And if you just have access to images, this is one of my best recommendations that I could give it to you. If you just have images, you could turn those images into videos by creating a slideshow. And why this ad also is powerful is because it has this message of minimal furniture that takes care of our planet. One of the things that I have noticed is that millennials, they are very much interested and they want to make sure when they buy from a brand that it is sustainable. So sustainability is something that a lot more consumers are concerned about with all the things that are going on with the climate change. So when they purchase, they really care about this particular element, and now when they're buying online, this is one of the biggest points that they're looking at as well. All right, and that was the last at creative. Now, if you are looking for a digital marketing team who is going to help you with your Facebook or TikTok ad campaigns, make sure to click on the link below and schedule a quick 30-minute strategy session with me. We'll go a little bit through your business and see if you qualify for working with us. One of the biggest requirements that we have is that your business needs to make at least 15K per month. If you meet the criteria, then be sure to follow the link below. If not, keep watching my videos, because eventually by utilizing these ad creatives, these techniques and these marketing fundamentals that I'm sharing in my videos, you will eventually start making those money. So then you'll want to delegate this to us. Now, until next time, stay driven, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye for now.